Time for This Week in Business. Looking ahead a week, in fact, on business equity and opportunities. Community Day at the Statehouse is coming up February 6th. It is a free opportunity for all to learn from legislators and policy experts about issues that impact our community. As a business owner, it's your chance to hear about upcoming issues that may affect your work. Marshawn Woolley with Crossroads Public Affairs Collaborative Solutions explains why it's so important for small businesses to stay on top of Statehouse events.
This is Business, Equity, and Opportunities. This Week in Business.
It's very important for just citizens to know what's going on at the Indiana General Assembly. Anything and everything that touches your life goes through that place. And so it's very important to understand just what's happening, what is to your benefit, what is of your interest, and what's not in your interest. And so part of what we try to do is educate the community on just what's happening. We do that by going on the radio. We do that by communicating to some of our clients and the organizations that we support in the community. And we just really try to, we also host a Community Day, which is February 6th. It's an opportunity for anyone in the community to come and learn about key issues that are particularly pertinent to the African American community. They're going to hear from leadership. They're going to hear from leaders of both chambers, both parties, because it is a nonpartisan event. They're also going to hear about key issues. They're going to hear about issues that did not move and that we, want to bring to their attention so that maybe they move next year, and issues that are currently moving now, both issues that are of benefit potentially to the community and maybe ones they might be concerned about. We're not going to be there to tell them what to decide. We're just there to provide the experts who will provide the information. One of the great things about Indiana, and particularly the Indiana General Assembly, is they have an outstanding website. It's really user-friendly. You can find bills both from the House and the Senate. You can find out who your legislator is. You can find out what different legislators are, bills that they're trying to move forward. You can even find out, what's going on with a particular bill. It's an excellent resource. It's free, and it's a public, website where you can find the information that you'd be looking for. You can show up, and if you want to testify, you may want to make sure that you sign up for the Senate. You sign in right in front of the hearing. You go to the room, and you can sign in right there. With the House, you may have to go to the website and sign in a different link, or you could just show up to hear and just be a presence. It is the people's house, and I will say that legislators are, they want to talk to folks. They want to hear from constituents on both sides of the aisle, and I think it's one of the positives about being in the Indiana General Assembly is that it is open. It is the people's house. And I mean, other than, maybe a little parking or trying to get through the magnetometer, it's really easy. Any business in the state of Indiana is going to want to pay attention to the budget, because anything in the budget could potentially be really germane. People like to say everything's germane to the budget in the General Assembly, but it's also germane to your business potentially. There's debates on tax policy, there's debates on new programs, tax credits, and so there's the budget. But then there's also specific bills that come before the General Assembly that focus on specific businesses. I've seen bills on insurance. I've seen bills on finance. I've seen bills on hair and licensing. And so it's very important to stay abreast of the external environment that you're operating in as a small business. And one of those key places that you should have on your radar is what's going on at the General Assembly. My parents really instilled in my family this need for community service and to serve the community. My brother, I have two younger brothers. One is the deputy chief of IMPD, and the other one is the principal of the high school that he graduated from. And so I'm very proud of him. I'm probably the slacker in the family, just a business owner, but I think it's very important to give back, and it's very important to understand the process. One of the things that I've learned from a mentor that has passed away is that if you're not at the table, you're on the menu, and you don't want to be on the menu. So it's very important to make sure that you understand what's going on in the political process.
This Week in Business is made possible by InnoPower.
InnoPower recognizes Black excellence in education. This week, we honor Erica Terry from Providence Cristo Rey High School, Angela Douglas of Kip Indy Public Schools, and Erica Watkins from Crystal House Schools. Congratulations from InnoPower. On behalf of InnoPower, you are all excellent educators.